Hello, my beautiful people. My cringiest fear about video making is that I'm going to film a great video that I'll be happy with, spend a lot of time making it, and then I sit down, start editing, and realize that I have a lipstick all over my front teeth. Yes, the reality of video making is here, right now in front of you. I want this video to be just a hangout. I haven't done anything like this for a while. I think my videos became very structured and I want to loosen it up a little bit. Let's just hang out together. You can have your tea, coffee, wine, Prosecco, champagne, and I can smell and give you my opinions. Back to the roots. This is how my channel started. I started my channel simply because I had nobody else to share my opinions, my thoughts, talk about fragrances with, and that's the goal. Let's call it coming back to the roots. I will talk about fragrances that I brought from Paris from my recent trip. I just made a video about it, and they mostly come from Jeroboam, from Noux, from Nicolai, actually. I brought some from there. And straight from Palais Royal in Paris, I brought a sample of one of the newest launches by Serge Lutens, le Perce-vent. I'm super excited about this one, actually. And I don't know, it will just be a little bit random, but we'll figure it out. I'll start with Jeroboam, the Hauto. I'm not really sure how to pronounce this. I've never opened this before. I think it might be one of the newest fragrances. I don't really know, but let's smell it. Let's find out if it's good or not. They actually reached out to me. I'll soon review one of their new fragrances, so I'm excited. Stay tuned. This smells like slightly leathery tuberose. This is definitely white floral, but with this leather aspect, a little bit aggressive. Very floral, classic. Does remind me by the one by Pierre Guillaume, the tuberose criminelle. I think it's that one. I haven't used it for a while. It's my summer fragrance, so I haven't touched it for many months. And this is it. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of it, actually, which is good. So for me, this is not necessary. I'll try it on the skin, too. Maybe on the skin it's going to be something else. But so far, yeah, it's leathery tuberose, maybe with spices, maybe with something like cinnamon and nutmeg, something a little sharp, hot and cold, kind of. It's good. It's a good scent. And you know, I like this profile. I love tuberoses. I like white florals. I like when they are kind of flirty and sweeter. And I also like when they're a little bit like, you know. And this is case. I think good for the office and something like this, but also kind of a little sexy. But I think this profile in general is kind of sexy. So yeah, it's a good one. I like this. But I don't need a bottle because I have a fragrance that is so much like it, so super unnecessary for me. This is actually what they put in together with my purchase, but I didn't ask for it. This is Radical Rose by Matiere. And in one of my recent videos, I think in my Oscars video maybe, or not, I forgot, but there was a video where I was very not nice to this brand because I don't understand this brand. I think, yeah, in my Oscars video, maybe. The brand that I don't understand and I don't get it. I don't get it. So, and this is the Radical Rose. Somebody of you mentioned in the comments that extract version is a lot like the fragrance that I like, and it's true. And I tried it, and it's awesome, yes. And this one is the just original one. This is not the extract, I think. Yeah, it's a sharp rose with sweetness, with jamminess. It's what's considered to be popular, I think. This kind of rose is pretty trendy. It has this like psh effect, you know, that some roses have. It's not like flat. It has this sourness a little bit about it, and the roughness, the rough rose, you know? And Initio also has Atomic Rose, is something like that. And yeah, here, it reminds me of Atomic Rose. They're not similar, but they're kind of in the same group of roses, of people. It's okay. It's okay. But, I don't know. Would I wear it? Yes, I would wear it. Would I buy a bottle? Probably not. Let's move further. Maybe in the end I'll do Serge Lutens. It will be the last one because I want to focus when I do that. And now let's do, oh, guys. So when I was in Paris, I finally went to Aphorismes, the store, the brand by Dominique Ropion. And you know how I feel about Dominique Ropion, right? I know I keep talking about him in every video, but I just love Dominique Ropion. Dominique, mwah, love you. So I also got a sample of A Rose is a Rose. They offered me to get one. I didn't want to buy a bottle there because they're incredibly heavy. That bottle, I don't know, it would be so horrible to transport that bottle. It would have like half of the weight of my suitcase, to be honest. So I didn't buy anything. And I love Crazy Garden, is amazing. And this rose. Usually, at first I thought I would grab a sample of Crazy Garden because that's a fragrance that I like. It's straight from my wish list. But I smelled this and I was blown away. I was blown away, guys. And oh my God. It smells a little bit different here in New York rather than the streets of Paris, but still. This is a peppery rose with geranium. It does have the quotes from Portrait of a Lady by Frederic Malle, because I believe Dominique made Portrait of a Lady as well. Yeah, it's kind of quotes it, but it doesn't steal it. They're not the same at all, but the kind of a rose here, I think it reminds me of the rose. If you just take the rose without incenses and patchouli, if you clean it up, just leave the rose, I feel like it's very similar. It also has this geranium metallic side and citrus. Yeah, there is a bit of citrus here, like citrus peel. If you peeling a tangerine or grapefruit, something a little bit bitter, not orange. Oh my God, he did it again. Somehow it's both heavy and light. Maybe let's call it medium because there are definitely, there's a citrusy kind of rose, the ones that I'm obsessed with, and I need to limit myself on buying those. There's something like this, like Flora Botanica kind of vibe. But at the same time, there's this geranium that adds weight, you know, and the bitterness from the citrus that also adds weight and depth. It's a really cool rose. It's a really good rose. This will work for you in any occasion, any time of day, not thinking what to wear, you know, this kind of fragrance. It's awesome. Now I also start smelling the base. The base is kind of darker and heavier. It's very woody. I start smelling wood and something like myrrh too, something slightly balsamic. Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. If you have a chance, I know if you're in the US, it might be a little bit hard, but if you have a chance, try it. Another one is Amare Arte Profumi. The brand that I'm not super familiar with, I did smell the fragrances when every time I went to Europe. Nothing really, I never really paid enough attention, I think. I would put it that way. Amare. So it's something with a C, right? And or maybe amare, it's like a play on like amare, like to love in Italian, probably, or both. I smell lemon and ginger. Let's check the pyramid. So it's ginger, cardamom, tonka, and musk. What's with the name then? Is it considered to be like a freshie for summer? To go to the sea, you know, to the ocean, to the beach? I don't know. It's kind of simple. It's nice. It's nice and simple. It's like everyday wear. I don't think it will be long lasting or anything like this, although Arte Profumi might be long lasting. Yeah, just a gingery lemon to me, nothing else. Cardamom, okay, let's assume there's cardamom. I like this kind of scent for summer, but I think it's more like a Jo Malone kind of territory, not Arte Profumi. I associate Arte Profumi with something a little bit more, like something bigger, something potent, you know, some Italian, the passion. And this one is a little more like a British tone, like toned down a little bit. So I would put this fragrance into Jo Malone line. That would fit perfect there. Next fragrance that I will talk about reminded me why I love perfumery in the first place. I already sprayed it because I wanted to smell it before. I have the strongest visceral reaction to this scent. It's Les Mots Doux by Infiniment Coty, and this brand is kind of becoming the top of my list. I already have 3 fragrances, and I want this one, number 4. So, guys, this is, I don't know, it's too much. This is too much. If we're speaking about image, this is a beautiful kind of white pearly color lingerie on a body. It's just stunning. It's like, come to me, you know, but in a very feminine, soft way. It's beautiful. It's one of the best jasmines that I've ever smelled. It starts with this realistic jasmine petals, flowers, like a bush of jasmine. And then, at least on my skin, in the base, I smell jasmine tea. So it goes through different stages of the flower, you know, kind of a bloomy flower, dried flower, and the flower that became a tea. It's stunning. It is just stunning. Such a great white floral. Oh my God. I need a bottle. I need a bottle of this. I need a bottle of this. Now, Giardini di Toscana. It's a brand that, I don't know, it's kind of good, but not so good. I'm not really sure how I feel about this brand. Their Bianco latte is kind of, you remember it was booming at some point. And it's not bad. I'm not a hater of Bianco latte. I know that a lot of people have very strong reaction towards it. I like Celeste, probably, Celeste. It has, it's kind of weird quality that I like talc. It's super powdery, but I can only do 1 spray, maximum 2, because that fragrance just owns you. You spray it and it owns you forever. And I don't like that. And this one, I don't think I tried. Bianco Oro, Orientale Piccante, Famiglia Olfattiva. Okay. Note di testa, the top notes. Pepe rosa, bergamotto. So the rose pepper and bergamot. Note di cuore, rosa, pepe nero, rose and black pepper. So it's a very peppery thing. Note di fondo, the base notes, javanol, patchouli, cetalox. Javanol, what is this? Cetalox, javanol, I don't know. I don't know what it is, probably some molecules. Now it's actually becoming trendy. Have you noticed? I think after Ambroxan showed up in the pyramids, especially in Fragrantica, now other brands start to kind of raise the curtain a little bit for us to see the materials, the ingredients that they use. So I guess Javanol and Cetalox are the same thing here. It's very peppery, but it's a sweet kind of pepper. And there's something from Bianco Latte in this. There's some creaminess. I don't smell a rose really. It's kind of a toned down, peppery version of Bianco Latte. I think, okay, I do smell the rose that reminds me a little bit of Montal's rose, the main one, Montal rose something. You know what I mean? I'll show it here. It reminds me of that a lot. Like they took the rose from there and they put it here. The very musky pink rose on the base of Bianco Latte that has been on the skin for 3 hours. Yeah, something like that. It's powdery. It reminds me of both, actually, Bianco Latte and Celeste. There is this talc powdery quality. It's musky. I think this is an appealing fragrance. And if you're scared of Bianco Latte and Celeste, you can go here. This is definitely a lighter version of both. Somehow, it's not bad. I actually would wear this. Okay, 2 more. Let's talk about Indy Tower. Yes, I haven't talked about Indy for a while. This is L'air du désert marocain Noir. So this is maybe kind of an intense version of L'air du désert marocain. I have a bottle of it, actually. It's a great fragrance. I don't wear it a lot, to be honest, but it's a great fragrance. I admire the artistry behind it. I think Indy Tower is genius when it comes to creating this profile, this kind of scents. I cannot say that I'm in love with his other fragrances. The L'air des Alpes Suisses, that one is nice, the fresh kind of scent that imitates this alpine wind. But the rest, I don't know. I kind of, maybe I need more time with these fragrances. Okay, this is definitely, I think it's with oud. I want to see the pyramid. Okay, there is no oud, but there is leather, and sometimes wood plus leather gives me oud or something oud-like. There's a big pyramid: spices, petitgrain, lemon, bergamot, lapdanum, leather, jasmine, patchouli, ambergris, oak moss, vetiver, and cedar. I actually really like it. It does remind me of the original. But there is something, he went heavier on this one. I think original is a little bit more woody, and here there's a lot of patchouli, there's leather, noir. Why did they, maybe because it's darker, maybe that's why he called it noir version, maybe. I like the original, I still do wear the original. I don't need this one, but it's good. It's good. If you're a fan of Indie Tower and you haven't tried this one, this upgraded version of Des Marocain, you can try it, and I think you're gonna like it. And maybe you would even think between the two bottles, actually, which one to get, because this is a good competitor. And it does smell like a flanker, but in a good way, not in a designer way, maybe. Although niche is full of flankers now too, right? It's like getting everywhere. And the last one in this show, the Perce-vent, the Serge Lutens new fragrance. I think there was one that came after it, actually. And I tried that one too, but I didn't love it because it had way too many references to other fragrances. It kind of smelled like they just took Écrin de Fumée, maybe a couple others, maybe Santal Majuscule, and something with incenses, something like heavy on incenses. They put it together like this, like in one cup, you know, and just made another fragrance. I was not a fan. It's beautiful, it's awesome, but I feel like it's too much repetition, and I don't know, I didn't appreciate that new scent, although maybe if I wore it on the skin, I don't know. They didn't give me a sample, they didn't have any available, so I just had to go with only this one. On Fragrantica, there is only two notes, musk and sage. It is musky, it is fresh. I think there is much more going on than only sage and musk. I think I smell something like maybe immortelle, florals, or something like this. But it's all very faint. It smells like a base of some of the fragrances by Serge Lutens, actually. Yeah, it smells like a base of the fragrance. If you like that kind of stuff, for example, L'Orpheline, although L'Orpheline, I feel like it's a more finished piece. It's something, this one feels unfinished to me. It's really pretty, it's very pleasant. Also smells something like mint, yeah, a little bit minty. It's fresh, it's musky, it's like a feel-good scent. The scent of just being clean, taken care of, I don't know. And it's really nice, but I would put it in the water collection, not in the regular line. I don't understand the logic and why it's here, and there's like regular bottles. Yeah, in the water collection, it would make so much more sense, honestly, but not this one. Yeah, I don't see the point. I'm sorry, maestro. I disagree this time with you. Unfortunately, I do disagree with you, Serge. A little bit boring. Yeah, I don't know. Try for yourself if you can get a sample or a bottle. I don't know, this last two launches, not my thing. I don't know, does it mean that Serge Lutens is kind of like losing its touch? I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about that? Okay, you think about that, and I'll go ahead and make a second part of this hangout where we can chat about fragrances, about brands, and see you soon. Bye-bye.